My name is Xavier Vattel Coleman. I'm 38 years old. Just recently, due to the events that were laid upon everybody in America, COVID-19, I was laid off from my job at Fastenal, which was a industrial fasteners company. They sold nuts and bolts and a lot of different things that encompassed in that field. I was only there for maybe 4 months, brief stint. And then, like I said, COVID hit, I was laid off. And just was always pondering the idea of getting my CDL. So I decided to look further into that, and in doing so, ran across someone who already had his and was working for UPS. So after having a conversation with him, I felt, that would be a career path that I would like to take. And so after putting more research in and figuring out where to go and where to get help, I was then turned the direction of Work One by a family member who told me that they could be of assistance in getting me on the right path. Work One helped me obtain a grant that I was able to utilize at TDI, the Truck Driving Institute in Sellersburg, Indiana. And in doing so, I took their 3-week course and was able to obtain my CDL, which has now opened the world of avenues for me as far as jobs go. I have recently accepted employment with UPS, hoping to probably make that a lifelong endearment so I can just have the stability of the 401ks and the health benefits and whatnot. But as far as future aspects and future endeavors, I would just want to play it by ear. I think for anybody looking for a new career path in life, truck driving is exactly what you put in. It's going to give you a way out when you feel like there isn't one. And I think that's where I feel now, because after dealing with the staff at TDI, they sort of reaffirm or just reassure you that, there's more than just over the road. There's more than just local. There's more than just regional. A CDL can be used in so many different ways. The list goes on. You could just Google it, and there's so many different opportunities with that. So I'm just thankful that Work One was able to help me with the tuition and help me with the application process of getting the ball rolling. It really didn't take that long, but again, it's your drive. It's up to you. It's what you put in. It's what you get. It's what you get. You give what you get. So it's just a thing where I think for anyone looking for a career change or that knows for a fact that they are not where they want to be in life, this will be a great resource and a great opportunity or a venture or something for you to look into.
First of all, you got to understand that the first week is nothing but DOT required classwork. A lot of people think it's just coming in and learning how to drive a truck, and it's not. It's very technical. Mechanics are technical, logs are technical, okay? Map reading is technical. And if you have some of these people that didn't exactly set the world on fire during high school, they have a lot of anxiety. So the main thing we try to do during the first week, or I want to do, or our John, who's our first week instructor, does a great job of doing, is that you decrease the anxiety and you want them to be established with a win. Something that they can rewind in their head. Hey, I did that. I did that. That's what you want. That's the biggest gold star that we can do in the first week. Plus they get pre-hires, or we get zoned in on what type of opportunities they want. And usually they get encouragement from employers to keep it up. We try to get that type of cheerleading going on early. It's not a thing, show up, sit down, get in the book and go. We try to get them more self-motivated and excited that they can do it.
After it was all said and done, I just recently found out that I have a daughter that's 21, she'll be 22, and I just found that out last year. So in finding that out, she wanted me to meet her great-grandmother. And this was so so weird in its own. But I went to my home at the day of taking the test and passing for the CDL. I went home and I met her in my front yard. They pulled up and I said hello, and I told them I just passed. I was ecstatic. But I said I got a lot to do. I got some paperwork to go get and some things to file. And they said, what did you just pass? And I told them I just got my license. And my daughter kind of looked at me weird, and she looked at my car like, you've been having your license? And I said, no, CDL. And she said, what's that? And her great grandmother looked over at her, who will be 90 in 2 days, looked over at her and said, well, honey, that's for the big trucks, you know. And she said, I haven't heard about that since Roy Ho. That's where it hit me. And I took my earmuffs off that I had on and I slammed them on the ground. And I said, ma'am, what name did you just say? And she said, Roy Ho. Mind you, I'd never met this lady, and I really have a small relationship with my daughter. So the irony and the weirdness behind this comes when I say, that's the man that I met on the treadmill at Planet Fitness that told me to go get my CDL.
Very happy to hear about Xavier. Way to go. That's the joy of it. Plus, I've got to tell you, it sounds like I'm sucking up, but it's true. The case managers at Work One are head and shoulders above a lot of case managers from different types of agencies other than Indiana. I have to tell you that. I appreciate the communication that goes on while students are in school here. They want to know how they're progressing. They want to know how they can be involved to give either positive reinforcement or address issues. When they come in here, they have a lot of stuff going on. So managing that and having the emotional IQ and giving them the skills to navigate through those obstacles to get to the end is a joint process with the case managers. And I appreciate definitely Vic, Jacqueline James, and all those wonderful case managers that are over there. And I think that's New Albany 2125 State Street, and that's Region 10, I think, right? So thank you. Thank you so much. It's better than doing it alone.
The layout of events, the timeline of things that have happened within this past month, just have been just monumental. It might be like small victories to people. It might even seem logical, but everything that has happened for a reason. And the first reason is Work One. And it's in the name itself, and it should be Work One. That's where you go first. They are the one, believe me. So when I saw the name Roshantoba on the card, I knew I was in the right direction. When I got the information together and I got to the school and everybody was reassuring me that the last person I spoke with was a great person, and it became more and more comfortable and more like, hey, you're okay. It felt like an Allstate commercial. You're in good hands. So I was just happy that, without getting emotional, I was happy.